Hi, Cornerstone Baptist Church. If you're getting this video, it's because you have served in the greeting and outreach program in the past here at our church, and or you're interested in serving in it in the future. We wanted to make just a short little training video to talk about what it is to greet people at our church on Sunday mornings and at our various services. And so I just want to spend a few moments walking you through what a Sunday morning should look like and help you to understand what it is that we're expecting of you. I want you to understand that greeting, how the person's received at a church, is a really big deal. It makes a difference, those first impressions, and once first impressions are made, they're hard to change as well. And so we want to make a good first impression when people visit our church, especially because we want to share the love of Jesus with them. We want to share the hope of the gospel of Jesus with them, and we want them to keep coming back so that they can hear that message. So with that said, let's take a couple minutes and talk about the different positions in greeting. So when you're asked to serve in that position, you know exactly where we're wanting you to stand and so on and so forth, as well as what we want you to do at each of those stations. So we're beginning out on the outside here, and that's because that's where greeting begins, right? Folks park in the parking lot and they make their way this direction, or they'll make their way over to the gymnasium side, the Student Life building. And in either case, there are certain things that are done as soon as they get out of the parking lot and up to our doors. Starting here near our sanctuary, every Sunday morning we want 3 folks stationed at these doors. In the colder months, they may be just inside the doors. In the hotter months, they may be just outside the doors. But we want them stationed right here, one on each end and then one here in the middle. To open the doors, to say hello, to greet with a warm smile, just to let folks know, first impression, we're glad you're here. If you see somebody and you're working in this station, whether it be here or over by the gymnasium side, if you see somebody and you don't recognize them, you know that, or you're pretty certain they might be a visitor, we encourage you to take that moment to ask them if this is their first time visiting with us. I know that that's scary, asking somebody if it's their first time. You're afraid you might offend them. But trust me, it's not offensive, okay? They're not offended by you asking that question. And if you ask somebody if it's their first time and they say, no, I've been a member for 10 years, I guarantee you'll remember them the next time they come. So if you see somebody and you say, I'm not sure if this person's a regular attender or a visitor or whether they're a member, please don't hesitate to ask. But ask them, hey, if it's your first time with us, if they say yes, it is their first time with us, then we want you to open the doors and direct them over to our information desk. If they say, no, I've been here before, but I'm new here, then just say, hey, we're glad you're here. Welcome to Cornerstone. Hope you enjoy worship this morning. Follow me. So once we've greeted them here at this initial station, when they come in, on a variety of weeks, there'll be different things that are set up on tables, whether it be here or over there by the windows. You can see right now what we have going on is the Who's Your One promotion. And so we've set up on these tables to give away these Who's Your One prayer guides as a part of our evangelism push. So there'll always be various things set up, various tables out to give folks information that they need. This is for everybody, members, non-members, visitors, first-time visitors. So if you're greeting out there and you see people, just remember to just remind them that this exists. Stop by and grab something, whatever promotion's going on that day, okay? Once they come in, if they're a first-time visitor, hopefully you have directed them over to the information desk. At the information desk, there will be another person, or some weeks too, if we are anticipating big crowds, another person, another greeter stationed here. If that's your job that particular week, if you get stationed at the information desk, your job is to stand here and when people arrive, they're first-time visitors, to give them a packet of information about our church, and inside that packet is a visitor's card. To direct them to that visitor's card, as you can see, these packets are made in such a way that the information is stacked on the outside, and then on the inside is that visitor card where you can point it out and say, please fill this out, and ask them to drop it in our offering bag when we collect our offering during the morning worship, okay? So if it's a first-time visitor, you want to give them that information. If they're members or visitors, regular attenders, and they want to sign up for something, like for example, this week we have sign up for Meals on Wheels, then you will be stationed here to help people know where they can sign up for things. If they want information, be about Celebrate Recovery or a different ministry that we partner with or work with, those things will also be stationed out here. You are here for, just as it sounds, information, to help people get plugged in, to get information about what's going on. And oftentimes during the announcements, I direct people back to this information desk so that they can find the information they're looking for, get signed up, whatever it is. So you play a fundamental role. So that's 2 stations. We've got those that are outside or just inside that are opening the doors, that are greeting with a smile on their face. Then there's this station where people stand to greet our first-time visitors, give them their visitor packets and ask them to look at that visitor card, fill it out, and drop it in the offering plate, as well as to disperse information and to get people signed up for various things. Now let's take you to another station. If you follow me into the sanctuary, we also want 3 people that are serving in here. Again, just like that outside station. 1 on each end and 1 person in the middle. And basically just helping direct traffic, helping direct flow. Especially during this season of COVID, where we have had the social distance, it's been good to help people get spread out. After COVID and all that is over, what we want to do is continue to get people to spread out. We don't want everybody in the church in these back sections. So these 3 people, these 3 greeters, they're here to just basically disperse people, make sure that they get spread out, to politely direct people, but also to answer any questions that might be asked. Somebody says, hey, I heard that there's a nursery. Where is the nursery located? These 3 people stand here offering themselves as a conduit to that information, 2 directions in the building. So 3 people by the doors, 2 people by the information desk dispersing information, 3 people in the sanctuary directing traffic, just helping people understand what they're going to experience that morning and answering any questions that may arise. Keep on following me. From there, we also have people that serve in our nursery department, and pretty consistent there with just a couple of folks. But if you're ever asked to serve over here, then there should be 1 person that stands just outside here in this hallway area, again, to help kind of direct traffic, to answer questions. Restrooms are located here and here. Or you may be asked to serve behind where there's a check-in system where we check in our kids and then you open the door and bring them back to their rooms. If you're ever asked to serve back here, we will walk you through the process, how the computer works and all of that. I'm not going to do it in this video. We'll save that for one-on-one training if you're ever asked to serve here. One last thing, follow me and we're almost done. One person will be stationed here on a weekly basis. Again, same purpose. Open the door, greet people, say hello, put a smile on your face, welcome them to our church. If you see somebody and you're here and you think they're a first-time visitor, please direct them to go to the information desk after they've dropped off their children, right? But again, you're just here to be that first person, smiling, saying hello, giving them a good impression, letting them know that we're glad they're here. Then there's also somebody that will be right here, and they'll be helping our children's church workers get kids checked in. The kids normally form a line down this hallway, and that person stands here and makes sure that we have names, addresses, have those kids checked in, and then just opens the door and lets them into the building. Greeting is an important aspect of what we do here at this church. It's an important ministry. We need folks who see it as a passion of theirs, as something they're gifted at, able to smile and laugh with folks and be welcoming and be hospitable. We need folks that are willing to do that, and you play an important role in the kingdom of God in serving in that capacity. I hope this video helps you understand what it is that we're looking for from you. And over the coming weeks, after everybody's had an opportunity to review this video, our greeting team will actually be serving and helping make sure that we're implementing all of these things that we're talking about in this video. Again, we're glad to have you. Thank you for serving the kingdom by greeting, and we look forward to the impact you're going to make by giving a good impression of our church and giving a good initial greeting and visitation to our church to folks. We look forward to the impact you're going to make in the kingdom of God as people continue to come back and hear the message of the gospel. Thank you so much for your service and leadership.